Hi, I'm Slow Adam, and I'm here to play Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher on a Howard Stern show.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
How well do you know current events and politics?
I took current events when I was in school for a long time. I finally graduated at age 21.
Can you say for me, hey, this is Beetlejuice, I'm here to play Politically Incorrect?
Well, I'm here, I don't know about politically correct, and I don't know nothing, I don't want to know nothing. You know, mind your business.
Can you say, hey, this is Beetlejuice, and I'm here to play Politically Incorrect?
I'm here to do the correct. I don't know what it is, I don't know.
Do you know anything that's going on in the news today?
No, I don't.
When was the last time you watched the news?
I don't even watch the news at home very much. I'm not, most of the time I listen to the news on the radio, but not very often. You know, most of the time the only thing I listen to the news about is the weather and how hot it's going to get in Oregon. And watch it on TV, and that is it.
Do you watch the news at all?
No.
What do you watch on TV?
Nothing. I don't do nothing.
The Mexican invasion, I guess, is the most important thing going on right now.
What's that all about?
All the Mexicans flooding into this country from Mexico and breeding like rats. They're destroying this country. They're going to be worse than the niggers.
Whatever questions they ask me, I'll try to use my wit and humor to add some fun to it. In a serious manner, too.
How do you think you'll do?
That's a good question.
Do you know what Politically Incorrect is?
No, I don't.
Have you ever seen it on TV?
No, I haven't.
Do you know who Bill Maher is?
Who?
Hey, Bill, welcome back.
Thanks.
How you doing?
Good.
You ready for the game today?
Sure.
What's the matter? You all right?
It's always the same. I come in, it's early, it's a camera in my face. You want more from me. You're saving it for your boss and master.
So guys, we're playing Politically Incorrect today. All right, it's a forum for you guys to discuss various opinions. And you know, if you feel you have an opinion on something, just jump right in with it. All right, we're going to discuss some topics today.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to know what to do. You say what you want to say.
All right, I'm very excited about today's Bill Maher appearance. Bill Maher is the host of Politically Incorrect. He's in New York taping a bunch of brand new Politically Incorrects.
Claims he's taking on the mob. And
he ain't taking on anybody.
Yeah, really. How's he going to get the mob there?
Not taking on any mob. If he takes on the mob, he'll disappear in an ocean somewhere.
Let's see if these guys are really so dumb.
He'll be with Chandra Levy if he's in with the mob. But never mind that. We're going to do a great Politically Incorrect this morning. I have some great guests in the studio, Robin, as you can see.
One of our guests, who's been here a million times, was running around looking for the bathroom a few minutes ago.
Who is that?
Gary the retard.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Gary, you got lost. All right. Everybody, let me first introduce Gary the retard, who is here to play Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher and be a panelist. How are you, Gary?
Oh, pretty good. Got here about 12 o'clock, but I made it.
All right. Great to see you here again. All right. And Daniel Carver from the Ku Klux Klan, how are you?
Doing fine, Howard.
When did you get into town?
I came in yesterday about dinner time.
About dinner time, and you're ready to discuss the day's issues with Bill Maher of Politically Incorrect?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wasn't there some trouble finding Daniel? Was there a problem?
Yeah, Daniel, what's going on with you? You're so far in the mountains now, it's even difficult to get in touch with you. Isn't that the case?
No, it ain't all that hard if you're a white man.
A white man can always get in touch with you.
Gary, I guess, is not
right.
a white man.
No.
No, Gary knows how to get in touch with me.
Oh, all right. So, and you are wearing your full outfit, your Ku Klux Klan sheets. You are wearing all of it today.
No, I left mine at home. This is one of yours you loaned me.
You stole mine with your uniform.
He took my KKK uniform. I actually don't own one, but Beetlejuice, good to see you. You are here as well to play Politically Incorrect and to sit on the panel and give your opinions. How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah. You ready to talk about the day's issues?
Wherever you want.
All right. And Slow Adam, how are you?
I'm in a very good mood today.
Good. Why is that?
I don't know. I'm just being a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna try to answer these questions as honest as I can.
All right,
Very good.
All right, well, that's the
all
attitude.
we could ask.
That's all we asked for. And the host of Politically Incorrect has taken his chair now.
Let's see how he looks. Are you in a good mood?
Are you in a good mood?
I'm always in a good mood when I'm with the clan.
Right. Well,
I
Bill,
came in after dinner also. About 4.
you should be very happy with this panel because these people, I believe, represent the real America. This is a cross-section of America. You usually do politically incorrect with celebrities.
Well, these are celebrities.
And these are celebrities in their own right. These are people who, through their own devices, have become known to America through the Howard Stern Show.
And I'm one of them.
Right.
Howard, when we book the show, we usually always have a woman, at least one woman on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
What
the
happened?
problem you have?
Well, I'm sorry. We don't have a woman, but we do have an interesting panel for you nonetheless. In fact, we asked some women to be on the panel. They were scared to come in here.
Are they ideologically balanced, this panel? That's very important.
Yeah, well, Gary the retard, are you more of a conservative or a liberal?
Liberal.
You're a liberal.
Liberal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't like the Jews, right?
No.
You
He's
do.
liberal with his hatred for the
No, I don't like the Jews.
You don't.
No.
Right. All right.
Well,
so
Daniel loves you.
That's it. Daniel, now you don't like the Jews either, right?
No, I think the Jews are the devil.
Right. So I would say you two guys represent the more conservative side
that
of
what you're
fiction.
calling them?
Right? You would consider yourself a conservative, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm a conservative.
Aside from your racist views, you seem to also have a
A
politically.
lot of family values.
Like, are you for George W. Bush, or even he's too liberal?
Well, he was the better of the choice we had.
But then he went and hired Colin Powell.
Yeah, he hired a black guy to be the.
Well, he also opened up the border, and now we're being flooded with filthy Mexicans. But
Right.
That was my first issue.
All right. Well,
I swear to God, right here, filthy Mexicans. Right, it's right on the card.
And Daniel,
I'm not kidding.
The biggest thing we got going today. This country's being overrun with them.
well, let's turn things over to Bill. But you asked who was liberal and who was conservative. I'd say Gary the retard and Daniel Carver, the Ku Klux Klan, are more conservative. Beetlejuice, are you a liberal?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
You're not.
You're a conservative.
You're conservative also?
Could be, yeah.
You could be, yes. Who was your choice for president? Was it Al Gore or George Bush?
I think it was George Bush.
You do?
You
Yeah.
think?
And that's who you voted
There
for?
were only two people to vote for.
Well, there's only 3 people you can vote for.
Ah.
Yeah, there was 3. You're right.
Oh, you're right.
There was George Bush, Al Gore, and who else?
Ralph Nader.
Ralph Nader, right.
Right.
That's right. You're right again, Beetlejuice. And Adam, are you considered a liberal or a conservative?
A liberal.
A liberal.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we have a balanced panel. I think. Well, let's turn it over to Bill Maher.
We tried.
All right, let's turn it over to Bill Maher.
Before we start, no offense, but I've gotten the introduction, all you guys. What is wrong with you?
Slow Adam, you mean?
Slow Adam.
I just happen to have a mental illness. That's all.
What is your mental illness?
Because you seem...
Well, I suffer from depression that my biological father had and my late grandfather had.
Yeah, and do you have a low IQ?
No.
You do not?
Not that I know of. I never took an IQ test before.
But when you were in school, were you in the slow class?
No. I was considered pretty smart. I was mostly a second honor student academically.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He
I think
could've-
we got to get him out of here.
Yeah, he's a little too bright.
This is it's going to throw off your curve, Howard.
Yeah. Hey,
Your
what-
audience is going to go, come on, what are you feeding us this intellectual crap for?
Yeah, no.
Where are the real people?
No, Slow Adam.
But did he go? He didn't go to college.
Yeah, you didn't go to college, and
No, I didn't.
And you were in special classrooms.
I got a high school diploma.
Yeah, but what kind of high school? What was the name of the high school?
It's called the Pathway School. It was a school
See.
for people with kids with learning disabilities.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So you're not that bright.
He's qualified.
Well, don't be
tried.
confused. Believe
I
me.
tried.
Well, it's time to play the politically incorrect. Not play, but to turn it over to Bill Maher.
Yeah.
All right, Bill.
Well, let's jump right into that issue that which you introduced for us, the Mexican amnesty. The 3 million Americans, George Bush is deciding whether to turn into citizens. They are now here illegally. Some people say this is pandering for the votes because George Bush is looking for that Latino vote in the next election. What are your thoughts on this vital issue?
Who are you throwing it to, Bill? You better give him some direction.
Well, if you've ever seen the show, it's only been on 8.5 years. We
Nobody
don't
here has
throw it-
seen the show.
We don't throw it to anyone.
I'm telling you, you better throw it here.
You better throw it out the door.
instead of making them 3 million legal, we need to send them back and the rest of them with them. We
I
don't
didn't
need
hear
them here,
one
whether
word
they're
you
legal or
said.
not legal. hear nothing.
No, seriously. I didn't understand one word you said.
Well, take them things off your ears and you'll hear me. I said we need to send all Mexicans back to Mexico.
Oh, send all Mexicans back to Mexico.
Well, he's answering your question.
You asked the question.
Yeah.
I know. I just didn't understand the words.
The guy has an opinion.
Anybody else?
Yes, it was heavily accented. Excuse me.
Well, what are you saying? People from the South can't have an opinion?
I just said it was. I didn't understand the words.
All right.
He wanted to give Daniel a chance to be heard, I think. Is what
I see. All right. I'm sorry, Bill. I don't mean to interrupt your show.
Well, then don't.
All right.
How do you feel about that, Slow Adam?
I don't know much about that. I never really thought about, Mexicans that much, but I have a few Hispanic friends that I sometimes try to be nice to, and I think if we ever have a Hispanic president, it wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Well, me neither. We're going to have one because they're taking over. The little town I live in's got
George W. Bush is a
50,000 of them
scumbag
already.
anyway. We have a scumbag for a president. We should have gotten Al Gore. Al Gore would have made this country look better.
I don't know if he would have or not. We had a choice, give it to the Africans or the Mexicans.
It doesn't matter, though.
I mean, George Bush has got Mexicans in his family, so we're going to give it to the Mexicans. Are they going to take it? We don't have to give it to them. They're breeding like rats. They're pouring across the border every day. The little town I live in's got 50,000 of them. We can't even read the signs on the side of the buildings
The
now.
town you live in, the Beverly Hillbillies, are on PBS.
Beverly Hillbillies would be welcome there.
Right.
If you ever watch the Beverly Hillbillies, then that's a good movie to watch.
A good movie.
Yeah. It is a good movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
The show wasn't much,
Beetlejuice, how do you feel about the Beverly Hillbillies?
but I love the
Ain't nothing
book.
much.
What? You don't watch
Not
it?
much.
No.
That's not your favorite show. What's your favorite show?
I don't know. I just decided, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
I guess we exhausted that topic.
Bill, are
go
you
to
done with
our-
that topic?
You want more on that?
No. Go ahead. You move the show along. You understand how to do it. You're the host.
You're the host.
Last time yes, I was the host. This time I have a lot of kibitzers here.
All right, sorry.
You know what kibitzers are,
All
right?
right. Bill, go ahead. We don't mean to interrupt.
Okay.
It's just so much fun.
Stem cell research.
Stem cell research? Never heard of that. What is a stem cell? I don't know what a stem cell is. That's the first time I ever heard it.
Oh.
Gary will know what it is.
No.
You don't have any stem cell research information?
Well, I know Daniel knows about it.
Do you know what we're talking about? This is also President Bush's looming decision. They say it could be the one that decides his presidency. Of course, on the right, they do not want to go forward with stem cell research. They say it's a slippery slope toward abortion.
I don't
However-
believe in abortion.
I don't either.
I'm against abortion. But this is what I'm going to say. If they want to kill their own children because they don't want to raise their children right now, that's okay with me. They're just going to realize that they're going to be the ones getting themselves in a lot of trouble.
You sure you didn't go to special school?
Okay, I see why you're here now. All right.
The guy has an
Daniel,
opinion.
you
However-
have an opinion on stem cell
Daniel, what
Abortion is another tool that's used by the Jews. The only people getting abortions is white people. Mexicans don't have abortions. Blacks don't have abortions. It's just the white people.
And
It's
you
a tool used to destroy the white race.
Do you think that mostly white people are getting the abortions and therefore there'll
course
be
they
less
are.
white people in the world?
It's a plot.
Right. It's
So
a
white
plot.
people should never get an abortion.
So,
No.
Right.
Keep every white baby.
do you believe?
Gary, you believe that too? Keep every white baby?
Keep every white baby they have. You know what? They have with these abortions. You know what it does? They have it. You know what? They get everything taken care of it. No more abortions. I don't think so. The woman should have the babies and do what they want to do. Just like anybody in this state. All over.
What?
Someone's snoring.
But I think the argument,
Beetlejuice is snoring.
the argument
me,
for
Rob.
abortion sometimes
I'm
is
just
that
listening.
Go ahead, Bill. You were making a point.
yes, the argument for abortion is that sometimes some people that we bring into this world aren't welcome in this world, and there's no one there to take care for them or pay for them.
What about that, Beetlejuice?
Well, I think about it, but it is.
Are you for or against abortion?
Oh, we're against it.
Against it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Because you... Oh, never mind.
So let me ask you, Daniel is your name?
Yeah, Daniel Carter.
I'm getting the idea that you're somewhat against the races. that aren't your own.
Right.
How'd you come up with
I
that?
love the white race. I'm
The
for
white race. And what about slavery?
What about it?
Well, you think it was wrong?
It was wrong to bring them over here to start with. We should have left them in Africa. The white man's weakness is looking for cheap labor. That's why we brought the African here. That's why we brought the Mexican here. We need to do our own work and send the Africans back to Africa, the Mexicans back to Mexico.
But just because it didn't work with the blacks, we shouldn't throw out the whole program, should we?
It's going to work less with the Mexicans.
Try it with Canadians, perhaps?
Canadians, we don't have a problem with Canadians because they can survive on their own. The blacks couldn't develop Africa. The Mexicans can't develop Mexico. They all coming in here living off of the white man.
But certainly there are plenty of Latinos and blacks who have made a success in America.
They made a success because of affirmative action and programs that we have to give it to them. It ain't because they were equal.
Really? You think that's how Colin Powell got to be Secretary of State?
Of course it is. He would never have made it as a white man.
He fought in Vietnam.
He fought in Vietnam.
Did you?
So did I.
You fought in Vietnam?
I fought in Vietnam.
With that hood on?
Get your head on that hood.
I had on the
He did. He is a,
with the 82nd
he is a
Airborne.
vet. He is a Vietnam vet.
What did you say, Beetlejuice?
What did you say? Well, Bill, what about some more topics?
All right, well, we never really got to the stem cell research. I was going to say stem cell research.
I want to know if Beetlejuice is ready to go back to Africa.
Oh! Hell no. He's in a scary movie, too.
Africans are just like the same thing that everybody else thinking.
Right.
What'd you say?
Exactly.
He's right.
Yeah.
They ain't going to give up that welfare check.
All right, go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
Okay. You brought up Vietnam. Now, what did you all think of Bob Kerry's wrenching personal admission a few months ago that during the Vietnam War he committed an atrocity which someone in his squad contended was an out-and-out massacre of women and children? Now, the reaction in the media in this country was, hey, war is hell, we really can't judge him. There have been dissenting voices. Your thoughts, Beetlejuice?
Well, it's not a thought. Well, it's just like it.
What happened?
A lot of people don't like it. You know, if they have it, they could have had it. You know, they wouldn't have it. They wouldn't do it.
I'm going to wait for the translation.
There wouldn't be no translation unless they wouldn't be there.
Yeah. See?
Very good.
Yes.
I'm just leaving Bill on his own.
In its own way, very profound.
I'm sure Daniel's got a point of view.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I mean,
in Vietnam, the Vietnamese were our enemy, whether they were women or children. I mean, the women and children harmed our soldiers as much as the Vietnamese men. They were a threat to us.
So you don't find a problem with lining up women and children in a village and shooting them?
They were the enemy. We wasn't there playing games. We was fighting a war.
You're our liberal. Certainly, you must have something to say about that.
No comment. I wasn't born when the war was happening at that time. Sorry.
So what?
Gary, you were alive for that.
No, I was not. I was just a baby.
Wait a second. First, let's get rid of this idea that just because you weren't born when something happens, you shouldn't know about it or don't have an opinion about it.
Well, I'm 50 years old. I was in Vietnam at the age of 17.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Gary, how old are you?
49.
Yeah, you were alive during Vietnam.
No, he wasn't.
No, I was not. Just a baby.
Baby?
Well,
why didn't you go to Vietnam?
Gary, you were in high school during Vietnam.
Yeah, but I didn't.
What was your draft number?
I didn't have one.
all right, let's move on to national defense.
Okay.
President Bush is, of course, promoting his Star Wars research, as President Reagan called it, the missile shield. First of all, let me ask you, which leg of our nuclear triad do you feel is the most vital?
Who are you going to, Gary?
Gary the retard?
Yeah.
I just call him Gary.
I like President Bush.
You do?
That's the leg he likes, President Bush.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, which leg of our nuclear triad? And don't say the middle one.
It could be a regular war, you know. It could be something like that.
Right. I agree with Beetlejuice.
All right. And what about the missile defense system that the president is proposing? It's a system that many of the critics say doesn't work, is too expensive, and will start a new arms race with Russia and China.
Talking about Star Wars defense kind of stuff?
Yes, we are.
You know Star Wars, right, Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Star Wars is just like something else. It's just like people was in it, you know?
Right, it's a good movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie, but people just dying out of it.
All right.
No.
That's correct, you know?
Daniel, you
It's just a little...
wouldn't that protect our borders if we had some kind of missile defense?
Well, I don't think we need it all that much. We don't have a problem with Russia right now. Our problem was Mexico.
Right.
And
But you do realize that we stole half of Mexico.
we do need a strong military.
You do realize that at one time, not that long ago.
When I was in school, Russia was our threat. Everyone said Russia was going to bury us so slow we wouldn't even know we was dead.
Right.
But now Mexico is doing us the same way. They're moving in so slow and taking over, we don't even see it happening.
Well,
they've took our neighborhoods, they've took our schools.
No, where did you grow
So
up?
what kind of defense would you like to see?
Well, first of all, there's a nuclear missile under Daniel Carver's hat. And he can blow all you up. He'll blow all your asses up. You're damn right.
Where do you live that the Mexicans are taking over?
I live in Gainesville, Georgia.
And there's
town's got 100,000 people, and 50,000 of them is Mexicans.
Really? In Georgia?
Georgia.
Yeah. So you don't realize
How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that happen, Daniel?
Well, we have a lot of chicken plants, and the white man was looking for cheap labor, so they brought in the Mexicans. We have a lot
But
of
that's the
carpet
point,
mills
is that the
brought in
Mexicans do all the cheap labor in this country. This country could not survive without these people in this country to do our laundry, wash our cars, blow our leaves, raise our children. We are becoming as decadent as ancient Rome.
They're
Wouldn't you
robbing us
agree?
of our children. Through
think
mixed
that,
breeding, they're robbing us of our children.
I think
They're raising our children because we are too lazy
They're
to do it
stealing our
ourselves.
children. All white people ain't too lazy. There's a lot of them lazy, and there's a lot of them cowards, and that's why we're allowing the Mexicans to come over here to start with.
You know,
when the white man wakes up, when 10% of the white men join together under the banner of the Ku Klux Klan, these Mexicans will be jumping all over each other trying to get back across the Rio Grande River.
First of all, you're a manure salesman with a hat on, okay? Let's not pretend that there is anymore a Ku Klux Klan that is viable. How many people in the Ku Klux Klan in the entire United States?
There's not that many members, but there's millions of like-minded people.
Like-minded people.
People that agree with me and are cowards. They're afraid. They're afraid they'll lose their job. They're afraid some black or Mexican's going to burn their house down.
This is a
They're
great
in the
edition.
closet.
This is a great edition of Politically Incorrect.
What a debate!
I tell you, I think I've put the
missile defense system shield will probably be a very good, strong defensive system for us to make sure our country's well functional and in society.
So let me ask you this. If you had a genius black guy or them, who would you rather live next to?
I'd rather live next to him than there's no such thing as a genius black guy.
There isn't.
No.
There's been no black geniuses.
No.
Daniel, does it embarrass you that Gary Delabate treats his mom like a dirty Mexican?
All right, listen. This is Sam Kinison, by the way. All right, listen. I have to say this was a great Politically
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
We have to call this to a close. Oh dear.
Bill looks more disturbed than ever.
Than the last time.
Yeah. Beetlejuice, thank you. You were great.
Eloquent.
Thank you.
You speak about the issues in a way that I think was memorable.
Yeah.
And I also think that you have a great career going. I think Bill realizes you're in 2 major films this year.
I saw him in Son of the Beach.
Yeah.
Yes, Son of the Beach. Also, he was in Scary Movie 2 and soon to be the star of Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy.
I don't think people realize that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And if you could give just a couple of your teeth to him.
Him, he don't have no teeth.
That's the point I was making. And you have too many. You see?
Hey, it don't
could have
matter
a
what
share
I'm
a
at.
tooth.
It don't matter what the tooth is. It don't matter.
Right.
As long as everybody had their own tooth. I ain't worried about nobody else's tooth.
You can't handle the tooth.
You can't handle the tooth. Say you can't handle the tooth. I've been more man than everybody else, but I can handle my own truth, all right?
Right, Beetlejuice. And you've made your point, Slow Adam.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with some of your opinions there, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
I didn't know you were such a deep thinker.
Well, I do try.
And Daniel Carver, you answered the questions honestly. Whether people agree with you or not, you went in there and you said what you had to say.
You do battle.
I always try to be honest.
You always were honest. And, Bill, you have to be impressed with his honesty at least.
Yes.
And Gary the retard, you surprised the hell out of me.
I told you. I told you every time I come here in the West, I make New York wake up and smell the coffee.
All right. He made New York wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, listen, I don't usually give an answer at the end of the show, but just let me say, fellas, get behind the stem cell thing, okay? It
Yes.
really is something you want to get behind.
Everybody should be for stem cell research. It
really.
could save all our lives.
It could change things, if you know what I'm saying. Okay?
Yes, I believe everyone should be for that.
I think we
Yes.
have several candidates right here.
Right. It could
What I
change
was
everything.
driving at. Let's move this research forward, and next year maybe you'll be on Regis.
Beetlejuice, are you for it?
Gotta move more forward. You got it.
Right. Bill, I do want to give you a plug because you've done such an excellent job here today. Your show is called Politically Incorrect.
Yes.
You say you're taking on the mob this week. What is that about?
We taped some shows out here at the waterfront in Brooklyn, right by the East River.
Right.
All about the mafia, and it's on this week, and I think it's interesting.
And you're not afraid to speak about the mafia? You're not afraid for your own safety?
You see, I mix it up with the Klan.
Right.
By the way, when did the Klan start wearing loafers? That's it.
Ask Daniel. He'll tell you.
When he's with a Klan, that's probably the safest place he'll be.
But, you know, that is a very gay shoe you have on.
Yeah.
Suddenly the panel comes to life.
Hey, there's nothing gay about Daniel. Isn't that correct, Daniel?
That's right.
Well, that's a kind of a gay shoe. I'm just saying that if you walked into a certain bar in New York, they would say, "Oh,
they
well, I ain't gonna walk into no bar in New York."
Yeah.
They think he was a girl, Beetlejuice?
I know, so they know he had like girl shoes on or something. I know something was like that.
Well, Bill, it's always good to see you, and you've hosted
What a
this.
pleasure.
You've really done a great job hosting this.
Always a pleasure, Howard.
Yeah, and to all my guests, thank you, Gary the Retard, Daniel Carver. Do you want to give out any of your plugs, Gary? Your
Yeah,
plug?
I got a plug. I want to tell everybody they can still order my catalog for $3. The catalog's now got about 90 pages. It's full
What's
of
new?
racist
Any new
t-shirts.
items?
What's new?
Actually, I got a website.
I've got new flags, new hats, new T-shirts. It's 80 pages now, a little over 80 pages.
Wow.
And again,
And one of
it's
those
only
Duraflame
$3.
crosses that lights on the lawn by itself. There's no
Any kind of racist item you can think of.
You know what one of his big sellers is?
What?
He's got a T-shirt, and it's got a picture of a black man, and you see a scope of a rifle, and it says, "We also have a dream."
Yeah, I hope not.
Right. Right.
Actually, I got my own website that Sal got me. It's called www.slowadam.com. And
what are you selling?
What are you on there with? What would you possibly have on a website?
I got one picture so far, but Sal, next time when Sal comes here, I'm going to hand him more pictures for my website.
All right.
Plus, I'm going to be involved in an independent film. Oh,
independent film?
He said he was going to get me involved in one. So,
Yeah.
So I just got a message for Sal. Sal, call me on Thursdays. That's the only day off I have.
You're working now?
Not yet.
Oh.
But I want to make real money.
But you have a day off on Thursday, but you're not working.
Nah, I just want to wait until I get involved in the acting business so I can make real money. That's all.
Yeah.
It's easier to get the day off first.
Adam, if you're off on Thursday, but you don't work, what do you do on the other days?
Just clean the bathroom.
You're living in a group house now?
No, not yet.
No.
You're at your own
I
place.
I'll talk to you about it sometime in the near future.
All right, it's complicated is what you're saying.
Now, what is this
Right.
picture of? What kind of pictures is
It's a
he
picture of Slow Adam.
No, it isn't, Howard.
What is it?
I don't know what Sal's doing, but there's a picture. There's like 3 pictures. You know, one says Slow Adam's limo, and it's a wheelchair.
I know. I laughed at that.
All right, now let the other people have a plug, for God's
dear.
sakes. There's the website right there. It's up on your screen. You can see it.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
I'm starting my own website too, but I ain't got it started. But the guy named Michael, the one that called you on the phone last Monday, so he's going to help me get it up. I already got one started. It's really funny.
All right, you can have your own website.
Yep.
Daniel, do you have a website yet?
No, I don't have a website.
Why is the
I
Klan
sell
not on the
everything
internet?
through the mail.
Everything is done through the mail.
Howard.
He gets his computer and send it.
Right, and what
What?
about Beetlejuice? You're at jollydwarf.com, right?
Right.
Yeah, and people can book you for dwarf tossing and other things.
No
we don't do that anymore.
No, you're done with that.
Yeah.
But you
Just-
still do bachelor parties?
Yeah, we only do bachelor parties.
Do you still get naked at the parties and walk around?
No, I just sit there, I get my groove on.
Right, okay.
No.
And Bill, you don't have a
I
website?
just like to
convinced
get
me.
laid,
You're right
you know?
about the black people.
I just like to get laid, That's the whole party you got to live.
What?
All right.
What was that?
What was that?
Go to kissonline.com.
Thank you, Gene. Yes. Yeah, you see, what is it?
Hey, Howard, you know Bubble Boy's coming out to plug right there with Beetlejuice. It's 82 minutes long. He's in like 30-something minutes of it.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, you have a huge part in that. A lot of people were disappointed in Scary Movie 2. They felt there wasn't enough Beetlejuice.
Well, they get enough of me because I'm the best. That's why.
Right. Okay. And so we look forward to that. Bill, what a great show you put on today.
It was everything I'd always dreamed of when I started this concept.
So, Gary, how'd you do today?
I did pretty good.
Yeah?
I just told him what I thought.
And you feel you had a lot of opinions in today's game?
Yeah.
You did?
Yep.
What about you, Adam?
Oh, it was pretty. Some of the questions were a little bit hard, but I tried to, stick with the questions as honest as I can, and that's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, anytime.
And what about you, Beetlejuice? How do you think you did today in the game?
Well, we did a little pretty good. Well, it came out perfect, but hey, I explained it. Hey, everybody don't know nothing. Hey, I know everything. I explained everything. I don't have to know nothing. I already know.
Wait, say that again, Beetlejuice?
I already know everything, so you don't have to know, so I already know.
And you feel you got your opinion across rather well?
Hey, that's right. Got my opinion across, brother.
All right. Cool. All right,
That's what I like to do. I got my opinion across, bro.
All right.
No, I speak like a fucking accent. That's why. You know why I get my point on the cross, bro?
So, Daniel, there was a lot of controversy with your appearance today.
I think everybody in there agreed with me today on everything. They all agreed we got too many Mexicans. They all agreed we need a strong military. They all, everyone in there was against abortions.
Well, Bill was a little argumentative with you. Do you feel that he was against you?
I felt like he was with me as much as he could be and still be in the public like he is.
All right. So you feel like you got your opinions across today pretty well?
Yeah, I feel like I got the opinions across, and I feel like everybody in there agreed with me.
So what'd you think of the rest of the panel that was in there with you?
Well, I've met them all before except Bill, so I'm used to them.
And what'd you think of Beetle?
Dumb nigger.